Hey everybody, this is your girl Ruby T with the team here.
Hey.
Getting ready for another Crypto Kids Thursday blowout. It is time for us to get started. We promised you that we would start the gaming program. We've been trying to get you guys caught up. Crypto gaming it has run rampant, basically. It has become so out there. This is your girl Ruby T, and I'm telling everybody, it's your time to make that money. Learn how at least and see how fun it is. We're learning from awesome trainers how this thing really works in the new games. We showed you crop bites, which was awesome. Shout out Sister JoJo, Master of Manifestations. She brought us crop bites and opened the door, got us a little, salivating for this amazing free crypto playing games. And now we move into the new game. So welcome to Crypto Kids and all of the Crypto Kids programs developers. We have our sister Gold Bay, who is our leader here. Go ahead.
Greetings, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well.
But I'm talking DL minor Dahudel. Let's do it. Let's do it. Brother Alvin Thomas is in the house gonna play tonight. You gonna play tonight, brother?
On the team, Crispin Clay.
I'm just making sure, just checking the pulse. But I also have an amazing show, our amazing coaches and teacher in this amazing new game that we've introduced to us. We have our brother Spirit Bear, who happens to be coming on to teach us this new amazing way to play for pay. I got to get that right. It's a tongue twister. So, as you know, I'm your girl Ruby T.
Play to earn. You got it, Miss Ruby. You got it.
I'm your girl Ruby T, and we're getting things done, okay? We're making sure that folks get a chance to see how it works, how fun it is, and when you're ready, jump in. All right. So I'm gonna be in the background because I gotta make sure I take care of all the visuals and the sound and I'm trying to get my board ready because I want to play. So I'm gonna come in, sit in the cut, listen a little bit, and let y'all do your thing. Let's get it popping.
All right, awesome. So before we start, I want to go ahead and set the expectations. Please note that this is a recorded workshop and your consent and participation is needed. This recording is streaming live on YouTube on P2g Networks TV. And your consent was required for the recording. If you have not already done so, please help us keep our record of attendance by sending your email address to the host directly in the chat. You can use any email you like, however, a Gmail will be required to sync to our calendar and receive any updates or worksheets. Most importantly, P2g Networks is an educational and networking platform. We are not financial advisors. We are a network of individuals who took an interest in the industry of money, then took that knowledge and came together to put it into practice for ourselves. And since we believe each one teach one, we educate on and share what we have found. The education is free. Your participation in any platform or business opportunity that we share is optional. And finally, please remember to practice courtesy in this space. Please mute your mics while others are demonstrating or speaking. Raise your hand to interrupt if you have a question by clicking the reactions button in your control panel or by typing your question in the chat, and your questions and concerns will be answered as soon as possible. Now that we have set the proper expectation, please locate your reactions button and give me a thumbs up to show that you acknowledge and agree. And thank you all for the thumbs up. All right, so let's get started. Crypto Kids is a family platform where we learn about cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, and then we look at some ways to use this technology to put it into practice for ourselves and build some finance and legacies, right? And so let's get started, because the first question people always have is, what is cryptocurrency? So we have a video for you that will explain what cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is.
Bitcoin Kids, and today it has been 3 whole years from when we uploaded our first video, What is Bitcoin? And by far our most watched video of all time. So we decided we are going to do an updated video about what Bitcoin is, because lots of things have changed and lots of things have happened since then. And also, Kea,
I got braces. 'Cause I love your smile.
so right before we start, we're gonna watch our video and we're gonna do a quick reaction. But before that, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and let's get into it.
What's up, y'all? It's the Krypto Kid, and my channel is about teaching kids about Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies and helping them understand it. First question: what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin and any other type of cryptocurrencies is digital money. This right here is a dollar bill. Yep, this is definitely a $1 bill. This is also money. This is silver. Silver. If I want to buy something, I could use it to exchange it for something else. Because you and me believe the story that this dollar bill is worth something. Bitcoin is one of the coolest stories about money. Because instead of paper money or metal, we can use digital money or code. Isn't that cool? Let's use an example. Say you want to buy something from the store. I could use paper money. Let's say my sister has a book I want to buy for $1. Can I have that book, please? There you go. Thank you, kid.
I kissed the
Now can I have a receipt?
Yep, here you go.
We have just completed a transaction. She got my $1 and I got my book and a receipt. But instead of having people and a receipt, Bitcoin is exchanged over the internet. And instead of only me and my sister getting a receipt, everyone can get a receipt. This is called a blockchain. In the future, we will need paper or metal anymore. To be more specific, we can use Bitcoin. It's awesome because it's faster, safer, cheaper, and easier.
A few moments later.
Now I'm going to send my sister a Bitcoin instead of paper money. I have a digital wallet and she has a digital wallet. And that's where we store our money.
camera.
You open the app. Now I'm going to send my sister a Bitcoin. Thank you. Wait, where's my book? Now smash the like button and the subscribe button in the link down below. My next video will be about the blockchain. Later, guys.
Woo! Game over.
Woo!
Siren in the background.
So that was our little reaction of What is Bitcoin video.
Now let's get on to what has happened since then. So we just watched the video and we have lots of things to say about it. So first of all,
You were so tiny!
but you sound so like
Funky. I didn't down like
so
that.
basically there's so many things that were so like trash in the intro. Like one time my shirt was literally just backwards and I was just speaking.
And the thing I've noticed about the video is that Bitcoin has changed like a lot.
Like Bitcoin is now like
It's gone.
so much bigger than it was 3 years ago. And how did 37,000 people watch this? That's just the question I have right now.
I was trying to learn cryptocurrency from a child.
How would 37,000 people watch this one video and click on it?
Wow, I got 500 likes.
And 500 likes, wow. Another thing that I have to say about it is my voice is just, what's up, yo? It's the Crypto Coin Kid.
That's cringe right there.
So that was our first ever video on Bitcoin coin as digital money. It was faster, cheaper, easier to use. But there's this really cool feature that Bitcoin now has that's happening. Bitcoin is becoming a store of value, just like gold.
And silver.
So what that means is gold and silver, they have a steady value. They just sort of stay the same throughout time. Unlike the dollar bill, which is going down, Bitcoin is now becoming like that. It just stays in value. And lots of people invest their money into that so they can just keep their money where it is.
Check this out.
And as the price increases over a number of years and the volatility decreases, which is certainly our expectation, it's going to be better for a method of exchange. But in the meantime, it's a great store of value.
I'll say the same thing I said 6 years ago when it was at 80 bucks a coin, which is it is the single best hedge against the traditional financial infrastructure. Whether you support fiscal and monetary policy or not, it doesn't matter. This is the schmuck insurance you have under your mattress.
This is a currency that people are starting to gravitate to as a store of value.
How can we preserve the value of of our money, right? So MicroStrategy buys $250 million in Bitcoin, calling the crypto superior to cash.
All of this is really driven by Square CEO Jack Dorsey, who of course also runs Twitter and is one of the most well-known Bitcoin advocates. Dorsey has predicted it'll become the world's single currency, as he calls it, and the currency of the internet.
Paul Tudor Jones reportedly buying Bitcoin as a hedge against inflation. Jones comparing the cryptocurrency to the gold trade back in the 1970s, calling it the fastest horse in this environment.
Bitcoin today is like gold was in 1971. And so for those who are very young, in 1971, gold was $35. And with the next few years, gold ran up to $850.
To understand this more, let's go back into the olden days.
When everything was physical. Everything you've ever loved is physical. Music, toys, video games. Everything was physical you could touch. But ever since then, it just accelerated and everything is just
digitalized.
So, like, your money is digitized. Like, now it's digitized. Like, everything is digitized now. So,
digitized.
So, like, your meetings, and ever since coronavirus happened, or COVID-19, it's just accelerated that. There's more online school,
online meetings,
online everything. And that just all happened from the internet age and when the internet was created and the computers. And it's just gonna keep going up from then. Even like games, they used to be physical, then they became like Nintendo, like that. But now they're becoming like a community.
Like a world.
A whole world in your game. You can literally like travel infinite worlds.
It's like you're going into like a different world, like a realm.
Like your own community. Like you could have different friends from your real life friends.
Now Bitcoin has done it with money.
It's now become just a digital gold. It's as real as the pictures on your phone. It's as real as the games on your phone. Bitcoin has basically just become real hard money. As real as it can be, sound money.
That you can depend on.
Digitized. So you may be wondering, didn't we already have digital money? Well, here's the thing. Anyone can make monopoly money digital. It doesn't mean it's money you can trust, and that's why Bitcoin is hard money.
Safety analyst said that Bitcoin is the Safety analyst said that Bitcoin is the hardest money that was ever invented.
Bitcoin is like financial gunpowder. It's the safest way of sending money halfway around the world, the most secure way, and it's the hardest money that we've ever invented. So it's not something that is, whether we should or want to, or whether people, we try to win people over. And this, this is why my book is not marketing for Bitcoin, because I don't think marketing for Bitcoin matters. At the end of the day, this is economic reality. The harder money will win.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember when I met the guy. Yeah, we're best friends. We're best friends. We are.
Yeah, not really.
Money go brr. So there's this meme where it's called money printer go brr. And it basically means the USA will keep printing money, but it'll just make the money that already exists less valuable. And there's not infinite money, so this is why it's a very funny meme. And we'll play it right now.
It's just like, it's gonna go.
Is the Fed just going to print money?
That's literally what Congress has told us to do. There's enough cash in the financial system, and there's an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve, an infinite amount of cash.
No, you can't just print more money.
I saved the economy.
We're trillions of dollars in debt. The debt to GDP ratio is out of control. Who's going to pay for it?
Haha. Money printer go brr.
He's just spraying it all over everywhere. It doesn't make sense when they say there's infinite money, because there's these rare items on Roblox, but if you made 1 million of them, they won't be rare anymore because everyone would have them. So it's just like, what's the point where it just doesn't become rare anymore? So like, nothing is infinite. You can't just make infinite money. It'll just stay the same value. It'll always go down in value the more you print it in. So it just doesn't make sense when
Because
they
you just
say,
like keep copy and paste it, copy and paste. Like nothing will like be in value anymore.
like that's the point of having a limited amount. It's because it makes it rare and people like value it. So I went to Bitcoin Solutions and I saw the Zimbabwe and the Venezuelan dollar, and they just printed so much of it and made $100 trillion bill, and it just overvalued it and it just became worthless. And now that like $100 trillion bill could barely like even buy bread.
Really?
So it just went worthless because they printed so much of it and they made more money.
It literally became something and then it became nothing. So the most important thing about this video is, how do we get some Bitcoin?
That was the #1 thing that anyone asks on our channel. When we live streamed the Bitcoin halving, everyone was asking us, how do I get some Bitcoin? How do I do this? Oh, we got 4 tips. So first of all, don't ask your parents to pay you in cash. Ask them to pay you in Bitcoin.
Over 2,000.
No.
What was it? What was it? Number 2, you're gonna learn how to get some Bitcoin using apps and games.
More on that in the future videos, just stay tuned. Number 3, don't waste your money on toys, video games, food. No, food. You still need to eat. You still need to eat. Don't waste it on like clothes, toys, video games, because just invest it in Bitcoin. Because if you make more money with that, you can still have enough to get the stuff that you wanted, plus some extra. You can reinvest and make more. Number 4 is just get simple stuff. Just get the stuff that you need in life. You don't
Not
need,
that you want.
You don't need to get the fanciest new iPhone. You don't need to get the fanciest new clothes, and you don't need to be peer pressured by your friends. It doesn't matter what they think. Just start investing and just make more money, and you don't need all of that other stuff. And those are our 4 tips on how you can also grow your Bitcoin and also get some.
So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Since you watched it to the end, we're giving $100 worth in Bitcoin to 2 lucky winners.
So take a screenshot of the end of the video. And you can
They're not giving 2 lucky winners anything.
Yes, that was a great video. Are there any questions in the room about what Bitcoin is? Sister Cheryl, how are you? I see your hand is up. Do you have a question?
No, I don't have any questions, but I want to say that I think it's amazing that they said that Bitcoin was like $80 like 6 years ago. I mean, I don't know how long ago this video was made, but that's amazing.
Yes, indeed. It has definitely grown. So, for the scholars on the call, can we shorten that up and tell everyone who is watching in short, what is Bitcoin? What is crypto?
It's digital money.
It, simply put, it's software that's exchangeable among people with a consistent value.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So Bitcoin has been around since what, 2010? The blockchain, or the technology behind it, even before then. And that technology behind it is pretty amazing because it doesn't just move cryptocurrency, it does so many amazing things. But let's start with the basics of what the blockchain is. We actually have a short video that'll explain it simply.
So you heard about blockchain, you got on the internet, you read a few articles or watched a few videos to figure out how it works, and now that you understand that, you're still confused. How can this technology be used in the real world? Well, let's take a look at a few examples, but before we do that, let's quickly recap what a blockchain is. In simple terms, it's a distributed database that everyone can get a copy of. Every person with a copy can add new records to this database, but they cannot change any record that's already in there. This property makes blockchains great to record data in a transparent way because everyone gets to see what's in it. So how can it be used? Well, in this video I'll give you 9 examples. Let's start with the most obvious and most popular application of blockchains, and that is cryptocurrencies. When Bitcoin launched in 2008, it allowed people to directly transact with one another without having to trust third parties like banks. Since then, over 1,600 different cryptocurrencies have been created. But let's look beyond cryptocurrencies. Let's look at how blockchain technology can be used in cars, for example. Ever heard of odometer fraud? By tampering with the odometer, someone can make a car appear to be newer and less worn out, resulting in customers paying more than what the car is actually worth. The government tries to counter this by collecting the mileage of cars when they get a safety inspection, but that's not enough. So instead, we could replace regular odometers with smart ones that are connected to the internet and frequently write the car's mileage to a blockchain. This would create a secure and digital certificate for each car. And because we use a blockchain, no one can tamper with the data and everyone can look up a vehicle's history. In fact, this is already being developed by Bosch's IoT lab, and they are currently testing it on a fleet of 100 cars in Germany and Switzerland. So blockchains are great at keeping track of things over time. So besides odometers, you can also keep track of things like intellectual property or patents, or it can even function as a notary. See, a notary is someone who can confirm and verify signatures on a legal document. But we can just as well use a blockchain for that. The online website stamp.io allows you to add documents to the Bitcoin or Ethereum blockchain. Once added, you can always prove that you created a document at a certain point in time, much like a notary, although right now blockchains aren't on the same level as notaries in a legal perspective. Another interesting application is digital voting. Right now, voting happens either on paper or on special computers that are running proprietary software. Voting on paper costs a lot of money, and electronic voting has security issues. In recent years, we've even seen countries move away from digital voting and adopting paper again because they fear that electronic voting can be tampered with and influenced by hackers. But instead of paper, we could use blockchains to cast and store votes. Such a system would be very transparent, as everyone could verify the voting count for themselves, and it would make tampering with it very difficult. The Swiss company Agora is already working on such a system, and it's going to be completely open source. But there are many challenges. First, you have to be able to identify voters without compromising their privacy. Secondly, if you allow people to vote with their own computers or phones, you have to take into account that those might be infected with malware designed to tamper with the voting process. And a final example, a system like this also has to be able to withstand denial of service attacks, because that could render the whole thing unusable. Definitely a tough nut to crack, but if it becomes reality, it could make for a more transparent and practical voting system. Let's move to yet another example, the food industry. They could use blockchain technologies to track their food products from the moment they are harvested or made to when they end up in the hands of customers. See, every year almost 500,000 people die because of foodborne diseases, and that's partly because it takes too long to isolate the food that is causing harm. Blockchains could help us to create a digital certificate for each piece of food, proving where it came from and where it has been. So if a contamination is detected, we can trace it back to its roots and instantly notify other people who bought the same batch of the bad food. Walmart and IBM are currently working on such a system. It allowed them to trace the origin of a box of mangoes in just 2 seconds compared to days or even weeks with a traditional system. A system like this could be applied to other industries as well. We could use it to track regular products and battle counterfeit goods by allowing anyone to verify whether or not the product comes from the manufacturer you think it does. Another idea would be to track packages and shipments by using blockchain. That is something that IBM and container shipping giant Maersk are working on, a decentralized ledger to help with making global trade of goods a lot more efficient. Alright, so far we've looked at ways blockchain can be used to keep track of information and verify its integrity. But blockchains can be even more powerful when we add smart contracts to them. These contracts are tiny computer programs that live on the blockchain and can perform actions when certain conditions are met. Insurance companies could use smart contracts to validate claims and calculate a payout. Or they could allow us to only pay for car insurance when we're driving, for instance. But it goes even further. With smart contracts, we can secure our own data on a blockchain. They could, for instance, allow us to store our medical records on a blockchain and only allow doctors to access them when we approve it with a digital signature. In the same fashion, you could store your personal identity on there and choose what data you want to reveal. Ordering alcohol in a bar, for instance, only requires you to prove that you're over the legal drinking age. And with smart contracts, you can deliver that proof without revealing anything else. Or think about collecting royalties for artists. A future streaming service could set up 2 smart contracts, one where users send a monthly subscription to, and one that keeps track of what the user has listened to. At the end of each month, the smart contract then automatically distributes this money to artists, based on how many times their songs have been listened to. So as you can see, blockchain technology can be used in so many different ways. This video is just a brief overview of how they can be used, and it's by no means a complete list of all the applications. That would make for a very long video, as there is so much going on in this space. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite application of blockchain technology is, and if you
Okay, awesome. I hope that that was clear enough for everyone. But what is the blockchain? Simply put.
Distributed ledger, an electronic distributed ledger that is seen by everyone.
Yes, indeed it is. Now, you say it's seen by everyone. So if I make a transaction, does it say Chocolate Gold, move this amount of Bitcoin to this person?
No, not at all, not at all. It is semi-anonymous. They do track that they can see the transaction identification, but it doesn't identify you directly. It goes from point A to point B between 2 people, and all they can see is what's considered a transaction number, for lack of a better term.
Right, right. So it is semi-anonymous. So it secures your personal information. It moves crypto. It confirms every transaction. And it documents every transaction that happens through the software. Does anyone want to share any of their favorite applications that are on the blockchain?
My new favorite now is NBA Hot Shot. That's Top Shot. That's my new favorite. So with NFTs.
Yes, I've seen you talking about that.
Yeah, I've been playing with it all day. I've been on it for a while. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm just waiting to see what happens because I put my NFTs up for sale today. So I've been holding for a while. I bought another pack today and got like 3 more moments. And basically what it is NBA moments. So it's like a special dunk, a crossover, a shot, a special assist, whatever. So it's pretty cool. So that it's my favorite right now.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Interesting. Does anybody else want to share theirs?
Hey, everybody. We're getting to the part that I like. Hi, I know I'm in the background. I just want to make sure that you guys are getting the visuals that you need. For me, I like the NFTs and NFT gaming process. Just why I was like, Dawood, don't leave them short on that NFT, brother. Because they are phenomenal. I checked out his NFT moments. I'm really excited because DraftKings, that's what it is. Write that down. DraftKings is another one that's coming out. I got a notice for DraftKings. I was like, oh, yes. So like when we were kids, we might have collected cards, like baseball cards, football cards, and I got like a bunch from my grandfather and my parents. So I got like a bunch of these cards, all kinds, that are worth money. People collect them and they're limited. So they don't just like print unlimited amounts. You can't get them back. And when they're sold out, they're sold out. So it really, it gives value. And I like that with them being an NFT, that they're a non-fungible token, something that holds a value, a specific value, and is resellable at a decided value between two, not like a market, outside the markets. You now have personal value added to that. Gives me a little hope that, I could get into what my grandparents did back in the day, had a nice collectible. Maybe when my kids get a little older, they'll be like, oh, we got value up here. And it's leverageable. That's the other thing. It's digitally leverageable. I like that. So I'm like, don't leave them on the hook, brother. Where is Spirit Bear? Where is Mr. Spirit Bear?
Hope he's in the room. Myself as well. I've been getting into NFTs. I'm excited. They're actually NFT. And I'm so excited about it because not only is it an NFT, an NFT of a cacao tree, it's actually a real physical tree that is in Cameroon, Africa. And it has its superpowers because it's a tree, it's helping with creating oxygen, it's setting off or doing the offset of the CO2, and it's providing economic development because it is providing a job for the farmers who are taking care of my tree and other people's NF tree. So I'm excited about that part. There's Spirit Bear.
Hi.
All right, so while we're talking about NFTs, one of the applications that we've actually been utilizing here on Crypto Kidz is NFT gaming or crypto gaming. And for a little over the past month, we've actually been showing you a game called Crop Bites, which is a farming game. We are going to go ahead and introduce that again and show you a short video to show you about how this game works and how it actually makes us real cryptocurrency that we can actually pull out of the game and utilize for real world things. Estelle, Ruby.
Have to be simple, really easy to access and last forever.
All right, so we actually talked about crop bites before, and we've actually played live. Are there any questions about crop bites or how it works?
Not really questions. I've just gotta have time to really get into it. So because I haven't had a lot of time, I haven't jumped into it.
Okay. Yes, definitely. You want to take out the time when you're doing it because you have to. Once you set up your farm, you have to go back every single day and make sure that you care for your animals. Caring for your animals gets you the extracts that you need that you can exchange for the game coin and then the Tron coin, which is number 24 cryptocurrency. And right now, Tron is sitting at what, about 10, 11 cents, 12 cents, 12 cents actually. And so, yeah, so taking care of your animals.
Loving that.
Yes, gets you those extracts to be able to exchange. Growing crops and harvesting those crops also allows you to have something else to exchange as well for cryptocurrency. And then there's utilities in the game and even superheroes in the game. And all these things have a value. And as you hold them and as you work with them, they're increasing your portfolio, the amount of Tron in your portfolio. So it's a game, but it is a game where you build assets by growing.
So my question is, how is this different, this game and the next game that we're gonna, this is for Spirit Bear, because I know you're exposed to both of those games. How do you see them different? How do you see them very similar as NFT games?
I guess what I've kind of seen is that a lot of games have kind of been taking the example of Axie Infinity lately with the way that they're structuring it, and basically like the play to earn, thing. And I like crop bites because it's a little bit different than the other ones. Whereas like Axie Infinity and Splinterlands and stuff, it's a lot more like really like super strategic, and you have to be like, there's like skill and a lot of like really intense, stuff involved. Whereas crop bites, it's really simple. You could just go, you come back every day, you just collect your stuff, and then you can resell your different animals if you want to make a profit and stuff. And it's a really nice, like honestly, like refreshing break from the other games. So that's why I like having all the different ones, because it's nice to be able to go to different ones like that. But yeah, I've seen that the play to earn thing is really starting to get popular, where you play a level, if you win the level, you earn cryptocurrency.
Wow, thank you for that. You guys want to check it out? You want to see what this Splinterland thing is?
Splinterland?
Yes.
You want to explain a little bit about Splinterland before we hop it on?
Sure. Splinterlands is like a card game. So if you ever heard of Pokemon or Magic the Gathering, they both are card games. Pokemon is also like a video game too, but it's mostly like it's also played as a card game. They have like huge tournaments and stuff, but it's very similar to those, where you play different monster cards, and the way that it's structured for Splinterlands is actually pretty interesting, because they set it up similar to an actual battle, like the classic war where they would have the front line, and then they have all the different positions, right? So it's similar to that, where you have your front line and your back line, and you have to set up your warriors in a way and your monsters in a way where they're going to battle properly.
That's what you did last week, correct?
Correct.
Oh, I thought that was Axie. Okay.
Yeah, Axie Infinities, the little those little fluffy characters, they look really cute. They battle each other.
Okay. Okay. So now I know it was two different things I was looking at.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, Axie Infinity is a little bit more progressed than Splinterlands. Splinterlands is still early in the process, so it's a good time to be getting into it.
So I was going to ask you about that too, because okay, so let me get on camera briefly. So the reason I'm really excited is because I am in the beginning of one of these. I heard about Axie Infinity. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. NFTs is all about timing, y'all. D, question. Is this the truth? Brother, you got them cards early now. They doing something, right?
Oh yeah. It's facts.
You got to get in the game. When you hear people talk about this stuff, gaming and I should say gaming and play to earn have kind of come together for a change, because normal gaming, play to earn, you got to do tournaments, you got to win multiple games to get up to the pot. And this, I can make money whether I play or not. So I'm just excited, and I'm looking for we just put it out there. We're looking for some young people who we're actually looking to draft a team of apprentices to learn to play this game. And P2g is going to be sponsoring approximately 10 young people who would like to get into this gaming, would like to learn. We will be introducing you to the game, and we will also be sponsoring a deck for those who commit themselves to
Can I sign up as a intern?
Not young enough.
As a fourth grader.
You're boomers. You're boomers.
My hair ain't gray. Look, I don't have no gray.
Don't need no gray. You got the age. You keep on it. Anyway, this is for my babies 14 to 21. Yes, even up to 21. We are looking for 10 youngsters who are young people who would like to learn how to get paid to play and be willing to earn their scholarship money for a sponsored deck.
You know, that's really cool. That's a good opportunity too, because they could create like their own content around it too. Like they can make videos when they're playing, and that can help them get out there too. You know, that's awesome.
I'm so glad that you're excited, because I've chosen you as their coach. Anyway,
you always tell me live on the show.
Look,
I see you, Miss Ruby. I see you.
I don't know what's the best way to get a yes, y'all. Anyway, this is kind of in his wheelhouse. So I always try to match people with what they're already doing, and we create the time together. So I never infringe any crazy times on people. Spirit Bear knows if he got it, I got him. We do what we got to do. And the goal is to start giving opportunities to young people. So if you got kids, nieces and nephews, young folks that you've been raising, people in your community, start sending them the P2g email, the P2g network's email at gmail.com. Good God, that's a tongue twister.
Take your time.
Networks at gmail.com. We'll put it up there so y'all can see it. Anyway, hop on. It's time to play. I want to show y'all. Can I show them how to play this? Can I show them what we do?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all know I'm excited. Ready to go. Probably more excited than kids.
1258 here. I want to do a quick video just to show you the dark energy crystal rewards that are happening right now in Splinterlands. And as I've always said, this game pays you for your time and attention, and it's doing so in spades right now. Rather than try and win a game to show you, I'm just going to replay this game that happened 19 minutes ago, and even the previous game before that, 25 minutes ago. They're both wins, but I'm going to hit replay. We'll bring up that battle, and you guys are going to watch me win this game and see what the rewards were.
Whoa, that guy's on the spirit.
And let me show you how much that's currently worth. So I'm on top. So that's my tank, and these are my goodies. Yep, that's right. That's my team. And I just out-healed him in this match. I've got the triple heal. Heal, or repair, and a heal. So 3 heals and a repair, plus the cleanse from my my summoner. So just take a minute. I'm currently renting this guy who's gold, and he is giving me a buff on my dark energy crystal rewards because any sort of gold monsters you play with give you a 10% buff to your rewards. And then this guy is an alpha. He's an alpha, and alphas give you 15% or a 10% buff. So the dark energy crystal reward I get here is huge, but it's slightly augmented based because of those two cards being used. Right now, the dark energy crystal rewards are much higher than usual because if you're not following it too closely, you might not know, dark energy crystals are currently being hoarded by everybody because they're trying to get more SPS rewards, Splinterland shard rewards, and the shard rewards are allocated daily at around 7 in the morning Western time, Pacific Western, Pacific Standard, I guess. And the more DEC you have, the more SPS you get. So that's one of the calculating factors. So look at that. I just won the game. I got 386 dark energy crystals for that win. And we're going to hop into the market quickly so you can see what that's worth. But I'll tell you, I was just in the market and $10 worth of cards costs about 2,000 DEC. And so 200 DEC is about $1. So again, I've almost got $2 for that win, just under $2 US for that one win. And I can win a game, conservatively, I can win a game once every 5 minutes. If I go on a streak, it's even better, but So let's go over to the market and I'll show you that.
The energy's here. I need you to be.
Well, we don't do those commercials, but but you guys get the idea, right?
Yes.
Spirit Bear, there was a lot of language there. Can you share with us? We can, if you would like to share your screen and give us a little bit, because you talked about dark energy or DEC, SPS. There's like so many things in there, summoners and gold cards. He even said renting. So we could share what some of that means. What does that mean?
Pull it up now. All right. And then I just got to share my screen, right? Let's see. Share screen. Screen. Okay. There we go. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yes.
So I'll just get started, I guess, with what we have here. So the Splinterlands seasons, they go on, I think it's every 2 weeks, I believe. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Okay. So great. Okay. This is awesome. So the season just restarted, so we can actually see the rewards process happening because every season you get to play as much as you can to advance to different leagues, right? And if the higher the league you are, the more crypto or DEC, which is the dark energy crystals, that you can earn. And the way that works is you start out in novice and you work your way up to champion. And how you move up through each one is you have to have enough like the DEC value, so the dark energy crystal value of your collection has to match the league that you're trying to get to. And there's, minimum requirements for each league. So power, like it says here, is that measurement. So they take the total value of your entire collection and then they total out your power, and then that will say what league you can get to. For example, my max tier, or the highest league I can get to, is bronze 1. And bronze 1 means that you need at least 5,000 or more power. And you get 9 loot chests if you make it. So if you win enough in your rating to get to that rank, then you get your rewards chests. And your rewards chests are awesome because you can get free dark energy crystals, free potions, which when you open packs, they increase your chance of getting legendary or gold cards. And like he was saying, gold cards are good because when you play with them, you get extra crypto when you play, when you win. And also too, you can get rewards cards. And there's a lot of really good rewards cards. They actually just released a whole nother set of them. So there's new ones out there that we can get. So let's see if I got any, because I really hope I did, because there's some good ones and they're going for a good amount of money. Yes, first one. See, so we got Pelacor Mercenary, right? There's a potion there. Oh wow, I got another card. So there's dark energy crystals, right? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I got 5 cards. Wow, that is an amazing pull.
Nice.
So these are new cards. This one's a rare, which is awesome. But these are from the new sets. And yeah, so I'm gonna hold on to these because they're gonna be worth quite a bit.
So even today, those are worth money to you, aren't they?
Yes, I could literally go to the market right now and like list them.
Ah.
So let's see.
Uh-huh.
What was the one? Pelacor Falcon, right? See, so this is the market where you can buy, you can sell, you can rent. It's really, really nice. So, okay. I don't even remember the names of the cards that I got. But anyways, so here you can also see the cards that you own, right? So here's the cards that I own. And when you don't own any, when you first start out, you have to get what's called a Summoner's Spellbook. And the Summoner's Spellbook is the way that you can start earning your cryptocurrency in the game. And then once you have your Summoner's Spellbook, you can start buying cards and building your collection. Until you start buying cards, you're only going to have the starter set that they give you, which you're able to use, but you can't buy. I mean, you can't sell them, you can't power them up, things like that. So you do want to buy cards because then they're your actual assets that you can hold and increase in value and sell at a later time if you choose to. So let's look at this one, for example, right here, right? So Veneri Heatsmith. This is a new card that just came out. It's estimated 17-cent value for now at a level 1. And at a max level, let's see, it's 18 bucks. Oh no, level 10 is $69. Wow, so $70. So if I max out this card, if I level it all the way up, I could sell it for 90 bucks. But even still, I'm honestly, these reward ones you hold on to because they're going to be more valuable later on as less people have them.
Are they part of newer decks that are coming?
Yeah, these are just rewards cards. So they have packs, and then they have what's called dice cards, and they're Asimir dice. Here, let me show you. So when you go to the shop, they're all sold out right now. But they have different packs. There's another pack coming out. What is it? I forgot the name of it, but there's another set coming out that you can buy packs for. But packs, you want to wait until you actually have a decent collection built up because they're very random cards.
Okay, but I was going to ask, how do you catch those? Because I think there's been like 2 since I started this game a month ago. I keep missing.
Oh, there hasn't. They do very few pack releases. They've done rewards card releases, and they do that, every once in a while. But for packs, for packs, they really take their time on it because they put out like legendary cards, really rare cards and stuff, and they don't want those to be flooding the market.
Exactly.
And that's nice too. You know, they keep, you know, they make sure everything is balanced.
That's something I noticed here. They have timeouts for cards, so you can't just have it. You can't just automatically keep playing, and they watch out for bots on their platform, because when you pay, you get paid. When you play, you get paid. I really like this platform.
Yep. And they even have a burning process for their token too and everything, so that the token doesn't get inflated. It's a really, really great thing. They also have land coming out that you can get, and where you can stake the governance token on and earn extra currency. Just there's all kinds of stuff. Like I was mentioning, the potions, they help you get better like legendaries or gold cards in your packs. And then here's those Azimir dice I was talking about. They're also sold out. But these dice are basically like a card pack, but there's less of them in the pack, and they're super, super rare cards. And they also have skins, which is like when you're playing, you have your little character, you know, face, and you can change the skin. But those are, you know, you can get those. But
I got it.
I really like the rental portion of the market, because if you like when you buy these, right, they're going to go up in value because the game is still early in the process, right? So if you hold on to them and sell them later, that's better. So rather than just holding on to them and letting them sit there, you can rent the ones out that you don't use in game, and those can keep building you extra currency until they become more valuable later and you actually sell it.
Does anyone hear the sound of cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching? Anybody hear? That's a passive income, y'all. I told y'all I could get paid these NFT games without playing one game, just for having them.
And I'll be honest with y'all, like I'm gonna give you the sauce right now. These cards here, especially this Gargoyle Lion, or yeah, this one here, these are super cheap. 18 cents. That's because the people are pulling them from the rewards packs and they think they're not worth like any value. But as soon as somebody decides how to figure out how to put it into a team and make it work, then it becomes super valuable and everyone wants to buy it.
Oh,
So I would say scoop up like a few of these at these cheap prices and hold on to them.
Okay.
Like even this, the Pellicore Bandit. Yeah.
Can you share with us a little bit about how to know what has what power?
So they go by elements, and there's fire, water, earth, you know, different elements, right? And you have to choose a summoner. So here's the summoners. You first choose a summoner, which is based on the element that you're trying to choose. So for example, like here's the water summoners, right? Here's the fire summoners, so on and so forth. And once you choose your summoner, then you can choose your element, or like the team that's on your element, excuse me. So let's say I chose, you know, this fire summoner, right? And now we go to all the monsters. My computer's lagging, sorry. Okay, there we go. So there's all the fire monsters, right? So then you start building your team of your monsters. And do you want me to go through like how do you set up your team?
Yes, please.
Okay. So when you set up your team, you first want what's called a tank. And a tank is a classic gaming term. It means a character that has high attack and high defense values. So you want something that can deal a lot of damage and also take a lot of damage so that the rest of your team can keep working. And there's a few good ones. Some people like the Minotaur here. It's okay. But the best fire one that I've found to work is the Living Lava. That's the best one I've found, because it's got this, each card also has abilities, right? And these abilities are just extra things. Well, not all cards, but some do. And these abilities are extra things that help them have different powers and stuff. So for example, this ability shield means reduced damage from melee and ranged attacks. So every hit that it takes is actually going to do 1 less damage than what it normally would, and that's excellent because that saves you a lot of time. And it's got high health and shield and a 3 attack power, which is really, really good. So this is an excellent tank to use. And then from your tank, you want to have your follow-up, and that's going to be another attacker, mostly melee. So I'll break down what I mean when I say melee. So you have different attacks, right? You have melee, you have magic, and then you have range. And melee is simple, like if you're like say punch or using a weapon, right? That's melee. If you're using a range attack, that's something like a bow or something far distance, right? And then magic is like it says, it's magic. And the thing with magic that's nice is that it hits no matter what. It does not miss, because you can miss with melee and ranged attacks. Now, melee attacks can only attack from the front line, right? And remember, there's the front line and the back line. So your melee attacks can only attack from the front line. Your ranged attacks can only attack from the back line, right? You got to think your archers are in the back because they're shooting far away. And then you got your other ones with swords and stuff up in the front, right? You got to think like a battle. Then you have your magic can actually attack from either or, any position. So having magic is usually very beneficial, as you can tell. It doesn't miss and it can attack from any position. So then what you want to do is you structure it by, you got your tank, your follow-up, like I said, which is going to be another melee, but that has a reach ability. So reach ability means that it can attack with a melee attack from the back line. It doesn't have to be from the front line. So you could have 2 melee attackers attacking at the same time, which is good because the melee attackers usually have high attack values and high health values too. So you could set your tank as the living lava. You could set your backup as Phineas's Rage here with the reach ability, or even a more common one, which is available in the starter deck, would be Magma Troll, because it also has reach here. And that's your follow-up. And then you can do 2 magic and 2 range. So you've got your 2 melee, 2 magic, 2 range. So your magic is going to go right after your melee, and then your range is going to go after your magic, because the range, remember, it can't attack from the front. So you want as many people in the front as you can before it gets to the range, because the ranged attackers, once they get to the front line, they can no longer attack. So you've got your tank, your backup, your magic, your range, your range. And then from there, it takes a lot of testing and working through the game to figure out, your own type of strategies and how to work through the different stuff, because there's a lot involved.
Sounds like amazing strategy. And I like that because the basics that you're giving, like, front line, first line, who can do what monsters or what. Now, mind you, I've never really been a strategy game player other than Monopoly. That was like my only strategy game. I don't play chess.
Yeah, it's like chess, yeah.
You play chess?
Yeah.
This actually is like a digital version of that. I'm so loving this because it seems like and one of the things I don't think people realize is that, you don't get, it's weird, but you don't get to know who you're competing against.
No, you do. When you play, you actually see your opponent's previous teams. So you can see the team that they used.
Got it. Before you pick, before the game plays?
like the previous teams. So you don't get to see that the team that they're picking for your battle, but you get to see the ones they've used in the past like 5 battles. So you can see a pattern. You can see, oh, they use characters a lot. Maybe they'll use it again this time.
Can you show us that? I'm excited because it tells me now, y'all. Look, if y'all follow Spirit Bear on Spirit Bear's YouTube, I watched a couple of his games, and when I watched his game, I thought it was so funny because a couple of his games, he and the opponent had a few too many, in my opinion, of the same cards.
Yeah.
They were striking at each other. So I kept wondering, how does that happen?
Yeah, because there's a lot of similar strategies, and here, hold on. I don't know why it's not letting me battle.
So do you mind, because I want to make sure for time's sake that we get a chance to see how this is.
There we go.
I know it sounds like a lot, and the fun part about it is you get to play it. I enjoy the fact that, you know, anyone can get into this, get started for free. You just download the app on your phone or go to the website and load load your account and create your account. And even before you get your summoner's book, you can play. You're not going to earn much crypto, but you get a deck to play with. You know, you're going to get a deck to play, several to play with, and practice getting good at this. And when you get your summoner book, you'll be able to use that same deck to make money playing and learning how to play.
All right, so see how I can see their previous teams? The past 5 times they've used water, and you can see the exact ones that they use too. So they've got Serpent of Eld, Creeping Ooze, Medusa. You see that, and I can see the exact team, so I know their strategy.
Those are water elements. They really stick in water.
Yeah, and they really like to use this healer that's in the back over here, the water elemental. Okay, so I'm gonna block their healing ability.
Wow.
Did you see that?
So this card here,
gonna freeze them.
Right there, this has Affliction, which blocks healing abilities.
What? And
What's
you
that? The captain's ghost.
I'll do that one.
So you going water for water?
Yes,
It
right.
look like ice.
Uh-oh. Now wait, what did you just do?
So I set up my team. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I had to do it quick because there's a timer. But so I set up my team. I chose my summoner, which is right here. I chose my summoner, and then I chose my team. I got my frontliner, right? My tank is my frozen soldier. He's got a shield. He's also got the shield ability, which is reducing melee attacks. So even though this one has a 2 attack, it's only going to hit 1. And then my summoner here boosts magic ability. So this one's going to have a 2 magic attack. This one's going to have a 3 magic attack.
Okay.
And they actually went against their typical teams that they pick.
They got a chicken?
So he did what? Okay, now what I'm looking at, because I see a lot of your favorite cards.
But see, so I just blocked the healing ability of their one, and it died because of that. That one was a strong one. It has a healing ability that's hard to beat. But I think I might. Ooh, it's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! Nope. Oh, But if I had beaten that that first card that was there, the last one wouldn't have been able to attack once it came to the front line because it was a ranged one. So it would have just sat there and taken the hits.
So before you close this, oh goodness.
Oh, sorry.
No. You can still see it. It says no guild on your side, right?
Yeah.
There's another over where it says the same thing. He's in Splinter Dads. That's a guild. How does that happen? Tell us about that.
You can join guilds. I gotta find it right here. You can make a guild if you want. I think it takes like 10,000 DEC or something. Yeah, 10,000. So it takes
Okay.
10,000 dark energy crystals to make a guild. And then you can actually have guild battles. So, you know, teams against teams.
Wow.
Which allows you to earn more crypto.
There's
So we're going to
so
explore that further on because we're looking forward to doing a lot more of this
yeah,
game.
there's an organization called Zen Sports that's a sports betting kind of thing,
Uh-huh.
and they are working directly with Splinterlands to set up tournaments, and it's been awesome. People have been winning quite a bit of money.
Okay, so they do have tournaments as well.
Yeah.
So now I'm loving it. They are creating, they're mixing a bit of Miss Chocolate. You hear how that's working, right? It's almost like the virtual and the real world are coming together for the same concepts. We were just talking about that.
This one has $7,000 in prize.
Wow.
Whoa. Oh.
9,000, 27,000.
Oh, there's
Wow.
a lot going up in here.
And they even have it where, like, so, you know, remember the ranks I told you? You can separate it by ranks so that you're not in like a diamond league trying, you know, you could play in the bronze or novice.
You can separate. Got it. So you
Even
can play
still, in the bronze league, that's a $200 prize right there.
Nice.
Look at that. I'm so excited. This is amazing. To me, this is an amazing opportunity for young people to be able to embrace and see a possibility of, you know, them having an alternative of what they can do in their day. Because once school is over, it's what do we do now? Thinky, you know, what do we do now, brain? Okay, hold up. What do we do every day? Get in a lot of trouble, you know, and I'm looking forward to this. Miss Chocolate.
Yeah.
You have a young person. Can you see him getting into something like this?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Now, I thought it was funny because, you know, he's about to be 10 now, but I thought it was funny that a couple of years ago, he started collecting Pokemon cards. And I'm like, what, really? Pokemon still around? But yeah, him and his friends were, you know, collecting them and playing with them in school.
Well, it's going to be an interesting collection for him and his friend to play.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So I'm looking forward to that. We want to start creating that platform for the apprenticeship. I want to see if we can set up a day of the week where the young people can come together with a coach to share this process, how to get started, what it is, what the objective is, and even give them time. You know, I love explaining to the parents, you got to let them play. Now that's deep, but you got to let their parents know you have to let them play.
Yes, I mean, I'm encouraging my son to play games nowadays.
Okay, look, most people don't realize that the gaming into itself is a multi-billion. This is what parents really didn't get. The gaming industry has been a multi-billion-dollar industry for years. Now, I want today, we are stepping into a new day. And what do we have here, brother? He's trying to get us on the next one already. We just getting our
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, I'm just putting it up.
We're going to take a little look at the next levels. We were talking about this one earlier because this is moving. This is the progression. So know that you went from a multi-billion-dollar industry. Now we're into trillions because it's added into the crypto market. See, it's not just the games anymore. It's now, these are income flows for people who are playing all day, every day. You can make $500 in a day just playing games, 8 hours straight up. How long did it take him to do that? Didn't take him long to set that up. That game lasted about a good 2 whole minutes. Start to end. I think the thing that took the most time was watching the game go play out on the computer.
Yeah, and you can skip it too.
And get
You
to
can
the
Skip it. Hold on. What does that mean?
You could set up your team and then you hit, like, once it goes up, you just hit skip and you see the result because it's a
Yeah.
blockchain transaction.
It shows you who actually wins.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you could just keep playing.
But the game will check you if it goes too many times. It slows
Right.
you down.
That's
All right.
right. You got
So
it,
I'm
Miss Mimi.
excited because this potential is great. It's amazing. And let's talk about Axis, because Axis really brings out the power of the NFT, in my opinion. Because Axis tends to be it's the margin that they use to build around different games. They Axis kind of set that, they broke the mold, and everybody else is trying to break it too off of what they created. Can you tell us a little bit about Axis Infinity?
Yep, you're definitely right. They kind of set the pace in the crypto play to earn space. You know, it was a team in Vietnam who got together and they created this game, and they wanted a way for you know, people in countries where they don't have as much opportunities to be able to earn, you know, a currency, you know, and money through this game. And it's an amazing thing that they did, because now, especially like in the Philippines, it's really big, because people are able to earn, you know, almost 5 times an amount, you know, that they would get paid at a job or more, through this game. And it's basically you have these axes, right? And each axis is itself an NFT, and you battle them similar to Pokemon. And when you play, you have to have 3 axes, and the price of the axes has gone up quite a bit. You can get, like, you know, the cheapest ones you can get are out there, but they're not really that good. You know what I mean? They have different moves and abilities and stuff. So if they get, you know, if someone breeds one, so that's another thing, you can breed them. And that's how more become available on the market. But if someone breeds one that doesn't have that good of a move set, they'll put it up for really cheap. And, you know, yeah, okay, you can get it for cheap, but it's not going to help you out in the game. So
Nope.
decent ones, you know, right now you're looking at about 400 a piece per axie.
Wow.
To get, like, yeah. And
That went up.
It did. Yeah, it did. It, like, in March, it was like $30 an axie. So
This was
there was about 200 just last month. We was talking.
Thank you. I was saying, like, what you mean? Wasn't we just looking at like $200? I was trying to get 5.
Now, to acquire the axes, you can only use Ethereum, or are there other payments that are available?
yeah, so
Just the gas.
Axie Infinity runs on the Ethereum network, but they switched it over to the Ronin blockchain, which is like almost like Polygon Matic, you know, or other ones that are kind of like a side chain. So it's
Right.
running sideways to, or you know, right next to the main blockchain of Ethereum. So they made it that way because Ethereum gas fees were really messing with it. But there's still some parts of that process that are still attached to the Ethereum process, and the gas fees are still messed up there, but they're working on that as well. But for like breeding axes now, you don't have to pay gas fees because it's on the Ronin chain. And also too, like, when you're breeding, you're using the in-game currency that you're earning. So it's called, you ready? It's called SLP, which stands for Smooth Love Potion.
All right.
And that Smooth Love Potion is used to breed the axes. And
Potion number 9.
yeah, for the kiddies in the room, the Smooth Potion makes them fall in love, and then they have babies. That's it.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Anyway, I want to ask a question. When you breed them, they become like a new property, right?
Yeah, that's a brand new asset that you created.
Guys, are you kidding me? Now we're making them. I love it.
Yeah, so you could take
Now
one of
you're just
them and
new money. I love it. You're printing money, y'all.
literally, like, so I'm working on breeding some right now. I bought some of the AXS token, which is the governance token for the game. And you have to have a combination of SLP and AXS to breed.
Okay.
So the only problem is they have yet to work out the process to get transfers to the wallet to not be with Ethereum gas fees. So I have a bunch of AXS sitting in my wallet on my MetaMask that I can't transfer to the game because it's going to cost like almost $80 to $100 in gas.
What?
So yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna wait. I mean, like technically I could do it and I could still make a profit if I flip the Axie that I breed, but it's not going to be that much of a profit. You know what I mean? It would take away from my profit. So I'm gonna wait.
What I'm hearing also, keep in mind, you're talking game strategy, but we're also talking financial strategy here, y'all.
Yep.
You're not with, and so for my parents who are watching this, you know, if your kid has got you watching, hey mom, I want to play these games, these people say we can make money. They're gonna learn financial strategy. They're gonna learn how to think about moving assets to create other assets for profit. You know, how to make good decisions financially. And I think this actually will offset what they're getting in school. I mean, we're always talking about how they don't get any financial literacy. Your kids come in P2g for financial literacy. We got room for parents too. Don't get it twisted. We got room. The kid ain't gonna come home telling you what to do. We gonna tell you how to manage the conversations this baby boy or girl is gonna be coming home with. So we got you. All right, I'm a parent too.
I got my 12-year-old brother wants to play, so I'm working on getting him a team.
That's what's up. Well, you know, we've got room. I told you 10 spots and we on. First 10 to get their first 10 to fill the spots. That's it. We got a day, we work it out, we get them on. I like this. I like it a lot. I love Axie Infinity was the first time someone showed me a way to, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a big gamer, y'all. I probably won't be sitting here for 8 hours a day making my money. But I'll be really honest. I am excited. Now he might. I, on the other hand, stay busy trying to get to the most numbers. And so with that, I'm more of an investor. I love sharing with people, sharing opportunities. And when Spirit Bear told me about Axie, it was very different to hear because what they're doing in small countries, what he was talking about, is it Guatemala, was it?
All like the Philippines mostly, and then other countries too.
The Philippines, and it is starting other countries similar to that, in Guatemala as well, from what I understand in one of the other platforms. There's a program called they do a scholarship program. Now, what I'm excited about is that process has actually passed through some of our networks because we have others on our platform who connecting with P2g at different levels of technology as well as crypto, who are now offering those scholarships. We actually have a team that's offering scholarships right now. You know, shout out Christopher Boyd, because that brother was like, you know, while y'all talking about it, I'm gonna make my money. I was like, can't be mad. It's a time game, you know? And so it's what made me realize, I said, you know, it's time. We got to step up. If you want to we put our money where our mouth is always here at P2g. We don't play. We don't do it, you don't get it. Simple as that. If my money ain't in it, I'm not trying to get your money in it. Because my money is good money. And I always make sure that everybody around me is in a good position, as long as you take your steps. And so I love this. This is my next acquisition, the Axie Infinity process, because we're going to get a team and have some folks who would like to, you know, come in and do this. And he said scholarships. So the other program, Splinterland, does rental for those who want to rent the cards and maybe can't afford the big price of the high powerful cards. So if I got powerful cards, maybe I can get in the business now. I can put in the work. Ain't that what we're supposed to be doing?
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Are we supposed to be employing our stuff?
Yeah, that's the nice thing too. Like you were saying, you could be an investor or a player, or both.
I'm having fun, by the way. I actually thank you very much for sharing this. with me. I would have never gotten into the game part. You didn't introduce the fact that this is a real world process that others can partake in, and we can help them see the value. You know, Miss Chocolate, you are the, you know, you just be a troublemaker over here getting me in it. Like, let's play. He said, we gonna play the game today. We gotta have the kids come on. I'm like, see, y'all getting me in trouble. We supposed to be doing math.
There's
Works
some
the
math.
same, works the same.
Right, there's some math involved.
Yeah, there is a lot of math involved in the game, actually.
Yep.
But see, it's a fun kind. It's the kind where you're tallying up what you made, you know, how much you're gonna, you know, invest and how much you can make over it. That's a whole new language for kids.
Yeah, and like with Axes too, when you're playing, you got to calculate like the attacks and the power, how much health it's gonna take away from your enemy and stuff. But yeah, it's fun math.
So I see we got a lot coming up in this new apprenticeship program. I'm excited. Suki. I'm sorry, honey. We may have to give up our Saturday. All right. So look, I want to just hop on. Where's my brother? Where's my brother D? Where you at? Odell, you with us, baby? I know I see him on here. I just I gotta get.
Yo, what's going on?
Can you put your links in the chat for everyone?
Yes. Yes. Greetings to everyone who has joined the platform. We are live on YouTube, but we want to say thank you to all those who are following and watching live.
I hope everyone's watching because that was an awesome thing.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to join us, you know, no problem. You see this big old sign behind me? Hop on there. Go to P2g Networks and just sign up for the next class. You hop in the room and come play with us. Now I want Jaul to hop on because that brother gonna play a game where he gonna teach me how to do this cards thing. I'm like, I'm just digging. I'm ready. I told you, you got me started, bro. I'm not kidding. This is exciting to see things like when you showed those cards. I was like, oh shoot. Next thing I know, in my email, I got the what was it called? Oh God.
For you to buy your pack.
Yeah,
the pack became
I'm ready
available.
to get the pack, but there's another company that's doing it too with the football, and I'm like, this is just going out the door. And then I'm thinking, you know, okay, it's gonna be really expensive. Ladies and gentlemen, it's like $9 for a pack of these literally these digital moments in our sports history, stuff that you would have to go looking for, that are moments in the life of people who lived this moment, who are famous. And to see that famous that jump shot that you may not see again. You know what I'm saying? In this person's the top moments in the career, you only got 100 cards made. Everybody bought it up in 10 seconds. Look, okay.
Right.
I want to get in on that. That's an investment.
Yeah, it's definitely a very cool investment to be involved in. And then, like, you know, as you get deeper into it, you're able to get those rare packs. So those rare packs, they have the rare moments in it. And not only that, if you look at the top right hand corner of your pack, I don't know if y'all noticed in the video when I was saying this is card 5,000 out of 12,000. Well, that means that it's only 12,000 of them made, and the one that I have is number 5,000. 5,679 or something like that. I can't remember what the number was. So with NFTs is supply and demand.
Yep.
The lower the supply is, the higher you can sell it for. I mean, it's only a limited amount that are made. So with those rare packs, you know, the numbers get even lower, you know, in the hundreds. That, you know, this LeBron James dunk was made into an NFT, and we only have 100 of them. Yeah.
Come on now,
and the crazy thing about it is that the NBA Top Shot, it has its own system that supports it. So you could go back in, click the collections tab where you can see all of your moments, right? And you could put that moment up for sale in the system in your Dapper wallet. The Dapper wallet.
You say Apple, like the Apple?
No, Dapper. Dapper.
So it's Dapple? Oh, they got another one. Now, that's
Dapper
another
Wallet. D-A-P-P-E-R.
Come on, Dapple Wallet. That's what I'm
So it's
real
made.
quick, Dawood, if you haven't checked out Hollow Token, it's connected to Dapper. I would look into it.
Oh man, all right, but I'm gonna check that out.
Look, don't be giving away the goodies over here. You talk about your name. See, this
But
is
like,
talking about information changes opportunity.
absolutely. I mean, this is something that's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you never know. Somebody might go in there and be like, I want to buy this moment. And you just made $200 from somebody buying a moment. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. I can attest to that. Honestly. Go ahead, Ms. Ruby. Say, and then I'll go after you.
So I'm just watching y'all because I'm trying to do this too. I want you to watch. Y'all making that cash. You guys are in this, and you
was it like
it's the basis of what we teach in P2g, Miss Chocolate. Now, don't we teach how these assets grow in value?
Yes, indeed.
We just teach that third grade math, how these assets grow in value. Then we have an exposure to people who are making this happen and sharing that information openly. These are not secrets. They're systems, and they're easily accessed. There's no secret society where we in the corner going, hey, guess what I could do and you could do too. Don't tell nobody. No, baby. This is guess what our community can do and how we can create new flows of finances generationally. So parents, we're welcoming you back. Dawood L, we're gonna keep up, brother. We're gonna bring these babies on into this system. And when I say babies, I'm talking about my 50-year-olds, my 20-year-olds, my 2-year-olds too. So you gotta put them babies on that lap and get them in front of him and be like, look at the game. They love it. They'll love it. They'll see the cute little stuff out there playing and be like, oh, Mom, what's happening?
Yes,
the thing is that we'll all get it together. The goal is that we get it together. Our communities don't have to suffer in privacy. We don't have to be suffering in desperation in privacy. So if you out here, you get that P2g signal. You see behind Miss Chocolate? See behind Mr. Thomas? That's the logo. It has the website in there. Get yourself. See, there you go behind me, right up there, right next to Miss Chocolate. Go there. Sign up for something that's going to help you learn how to do this stuff, how this can be your language with your children. Because that's what we're here to do. I'm excited. Now, we got some other things going on Krypto Kidz. I can't say. It's not me. So I got to let the hostess. And thank you so much for letting me be. And I wanted to play. I wanted to play today. But I'll create a challenge later. I will use my account and create a challenge so I get practice. Thank you, Spirit Bear, because I didn't.
Don't worry, I'll play you tonight. You'll get your game in.
That challenge, George.
And be ready to play next Thursday. Go, baby.
Thank you. Please make me use the card.
I hope everything in my account is ready to go because I think I want to collect on some. I have some debts I need to collect that I want to cash in.
All right. So I want to say thank you to everybody who joined us. I'm going to be out because I'm going to take care of you guys ending. I want to thank you for having me on. Spirit Bear, you are a treasure. You truly are.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for being with us.
Really too, but real quick before you end the show, I just want to say something that attests to what Dawood was talking about with the Top Shots. So I got back in I'm not really into sports. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not into sports. I don't know any of the players. I don't know any of that, right? But I heard about Hot Shot when it was first coming out, and I bought a few of the first packs. So I have some of the first cards of those that came out, and when I bought the first pack, the very first pack I bought, I paid $7. Then I flipped one of those NFTs for $80.
The pack was free.
Wow.
I bought it and I flipped it immediately. And then I had 4 other left over from the pack.
Did they sell out? Did those packs sell out?
Yeah. That was back when they couldn't keep them out fast enough. People were buying them up like this. and I have a good amount, and
Damn, y'all,
I
you
got a
got
couple of
me
bronze,
And
and I'm letting them sit. I know because like a few years from now, those first sets that came out, whoo.
yes, yes. And the NBA endorses it. They promote it and all. So when the season come back in next month, you know, you might see on the halftime show they talking about NBA, you know, Top Shot. Because I mean, it's their project. They want to make their money off of it. So they're going to promote it. They're going to market it. So when the NBA season come back in, y'all, I don't care if you don't know a whole lot about basketball. Get in where you fit in. For real.
Okay.
Hey, find out about them players that you're getting and go read up on those players. Go read about that rookie of the year that you might have got in your pack that just did a slam dunk in the game.
Yeah.
Because somebody want that NFT.
I love it. So we're gonna keep connected. We're gonna keep this conversation floating. Get that Crypto Kidz is teaching legacy for all ages. Miss Chocolate is she's an amazing teacher about blockchain, and she'll show you how longevity exists. And you got brothers out here like Brother L, Brother Spirit Bear, Brother Alvin Thomas, who are really, really willing to go in and show you how to flip this game. So when you tell me that you don't got no product, you ain't got no money, you don't have, boy, girl, you got nothing but time sitting on your hand, wasting conversation with me right now, because I know you don't need no money, you ain't got nothing but time. And if you can't think, that's the only way you can't do this. And since you're watching this program, we know you can think. You sat here long enough to hear about how to make money. So get in touch with P2g P2g networks, and you can either email us, sign up for one of the classes, especially this class for next week. You'll be in the room with us and we'll play the game live. If you want to set it up beforehand, make sure you book time with one of us. We're here. Spirit Bear, you guys handle the contacts. And Miss Cheryl, I want to say thank you. I see you over here in the corner. I see the cut.
Yes, indeed. Thank you all for coming in. For those of you who want the Splinterland referral link, it is in the chat and here. If you're on YouTube, get with whoever shared this video with you, and they'll get you a referral link to play that game or the Croc Bites game as well. Any last remarks?
Great job, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you.
I gotta say.
Take advantage of this knowledge.